What's up, guys? Welcome back to another UNC review from their game today in the Maui Invitational Tournament against the Stanford Cardinal. Boys, let me tell you, this game was wild. One of the best games in the year I've seen thus far. And as you can see in the game flow chart, this game is absolutely outstanding. Very close all the way through. It's just absolutely wild. All right, anyways, here we are. We're on the team stats right here. Starting out with Carolina, 24 for 52, which is a 46.2 field goal percentage for us. That's great. That's an improvement. Love to see that. 39.2% for the Stanford Cardinal. 3-point, 4 for 12, which is 33% for Tar Heels, and only 25% from the Cardinal. That really hurt them this game. They could have got a couple more of those shots to fall. This outcome could have been a little different. But anyways, on to free throws. Something that Carolina has been getting better in. Not as great today, but I mean, I'll take that as long as we keep gradually improving over time. 62.5% compared to 75% for the Cardinal. Rebounds, we absolutely obliterated them. 43 to 23 was the advantage for us. 20 rebounds. That's clearly this team's strong suit. That's what we do best. Get the rebounds. And we did that here today. 11 assists for the Heels compared to the 9 of the Cardinal. Steals. Let me just go to the turnovers. Turnovers was absolutely massive today. 24 turnovers for Carolina today. You look at that and you look at 24 turnovers. It's hard to see how a team could win like that, but we were able to pull it out. And looking at the fouls, absolutely insane with the fouls today. The referees were, not to be rude or anything, but they were pretty bad. I feel like in the first half, the fouls more favored Stanford overall, and in the second half it more favored Carolina. I mean, I guess it's just how it goes, but that was pretty rough officiating today. And as you can see, one technical, which was on Zaire Williams after he dunked. I'm not exactly sure why they called that. I thought it was a pretty bad call. It could be that he hung on the rim too long, but I didn't think he really did that. So I'm not sure why they called that. But yeah, like I said, very close, physical, tough game with a lot of bad calls, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, let's go on to box score. Starting out with Carolina, probably the player of the game, Caleb Love. Didn't shoot very efficiently, 33% from the field, 33% from 3, but perfect from the free throw line. Love to see that. He had 5 turnovers. The entire team struggled with turnovers, so that's okay. And of course, fouls was a struggle for everybody. But anyways, Caleb Love, 16 points, 3 boards, and 2 assists. Hey, yo. Pretty good performance from him. Now on to RJ Davis, who finished with 11 points, 4 boards, and an assist. 3 turnovers and 3 fouls. Shoot fairly efficiently, so good for him. Now moving on to Leaky Black, who is probably the clutchest player in this game with that huge, ginormous layup at the very end, which was ginormous for us. We finished with 10 points, 7 boards, and an assist and a steal, which was great. 50% from the field, 4 for 6 from the line. Great performance from Leaky Black tonight. On to Garrison Brooks, who finished with 10 points, 9 boards, and an assist. Nice to see that from him, and 0 turnovers. One of the only players who didn't have turnovers today. Love to see that from him. And the final starter, Armando Bacot. He had 10 points, 6 boards, and 0 assists, 0 steals, 0 blocks. That's okay. Finished with 4 turnovers and 2 fouls. But as usual, he shot extremely efficient. 80% from the field and 66 from free throw, which he's been, you can tell he's been working on. He's looked a lot better from the free throw line this year. Great to see that. Now onto the bench, and we'll start off with Walter Kessler, who got pretty good more amount of minutes this game compared to what he has been getting. But unfortunately, the more minutes, he struggled a little bit, but that's okay. It's gonna happen. He's looked good in the other 2 games he's had. He finished with his only stats being 1 steal, and he had 4 fouls. Rough game for him. Didn't make a single free throw. Didn't make a single shot. But that's okay. He's looked good in the last 2, and he's recovering his way back from everything. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyways, on to Day'Ron Sharpe, who finished with 4 points, 7 boards, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 4 blocks. Probably the most well-rounded game of everybody. Just all around great stats across the board. Didn't miss a shot, only shot twice. 2 for 2 from the field. So that's great to see him from that. On to Andrew Platek, who I thought should have got a few more minutes. He did. He only had 1 foul. He had 4 points, 1 rebound, 2 steals, which was tied for the lead on the team. Love to see that. 1 for 3 from the field, 0 for 1 from 3, and perfect from the line. And now on to Puff Johnson, who was 1 for 1 with his only shot being a nice layup, I believe, in the end of the first half. And that's the only stats he had. Didn't play very much. But when he did, you could see he had an impact in the court. Kerwin Walton had a pretty rough game as well. 2 turnovers, 2 fouls, 1 rebound, 2 assists. Not his best game, but we can always expect improvement from that. So overall, pretty good game from the Heels. If they could have kept the turnover numbers down, I really wouldn't have any complaints about this game. Because the fouls, that wasn't really their fault. That's very poorly officiated. But the turnovers, that has to be decreased. But overall, not a bad game from the Tar Heels. Now I want to point out a couple players from Stanford who had a very great game, including DJ, one of these. Dejon, yeah, that's it. Dejon Davis, who had a fantastic game. Excuse me. 6 for 13 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3, and perfect from the line. Shot very efficient today. He finished with 18, 4, and 4 steals. That's insane. Great game from him. Oscar Da Silva, who, if you were listening to the game, sounds like the smartest man to ever live. He had a good game. Zaire Williams got in foul trouble early, so he wasn't able to play as much as people probably would have wanted him to. But still not a bad game from him. And let me just say this. Bryce Wills, he was hitting the deck all the time. He was playing with a lot of heart. You'd love to see that. He was giving it all he had. I think he had some minor injuries a couple times. He took some pretty hard falls. But I'd love to see a guy who is giving 100% effort like he is. Although the turnovers and the fouls were a problem for the Heels, and honestly both teams a little bit, we were able to pull it out 67-63 in this one. Now, just for a second, I want to talk about the commentary during the game. Bill Walton, you gotta love the guy, but my goodness, was that bias. Let me just say it. If you guys were watching that, obviously, big Pac-12 guy, went to college in the Pac-12. I gotta be honest, it was biased, but the Maui, let me say this, the Maui tournament would not be what it is without Bill Walton. But my goodness, was that biased. I just want to clear that. Still, I love listening to him, but my goodness, let me just say that. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for today. Please subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment if you haven't. Turn on the notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next one tomorrow, probably against Texas. Peace.